broker with Amped Realty here in Louisville, Kentucky. And I appreciate you stopping by my, was it vlog? I guess it's a vlog with a V, video vlog. We're having talks with Todd on Tuesday here at 12, and appreciate you stopping by. Now, I was out of town last week, unfortunately. I shouldn't say unfortunately. Fortunately, I had the opportunity to go on vacation to the Pocono Mountains. And if you've never been, it's a beautiful place to go. There's a lot to do around there. It's very mountainy, so to speak. But I will tell you, we did take a trip into New York City. And if you think the Louisville Bridge here is expensive at $2 or $4 a pop, depending on whether or not you have a transponder or you don't have a transponder, it was $15 just to get into the city of New York as we took the tunnel into town. So again, kind of grateful to be back home and just kind of enjoy the simple things in Louisville. And with that, of course, I've got JC here helping me out again on my vlogs, keep me on track. And really what we were kind of chatting about a little bit was just some basic things, some simple things that, as we know, as the spring and summer season are the high times for selling, some of the simple things that could potentially cause your home to go down in value. And I think, JC, you had a couple of questions with regards to that, right?
Yeah. So if you're looking either to sell your home or just concerned about the value, something that might affect its value this summer, I guess, what's the first thing that comes to your mind that's going to affect a home's value? That's really going to affect the way a buyer might be thinking, or someone who's just interested in, your home in general.
Well, and I think you have to look at it kind of in chunks, if you will. So really, we're kind of looking at, most people go in and you hear the term, does the house have good bones? There are many things that are covered within, though, that bone structure, so to speak, and that being, obviously the main physical structure itself. But you've got your creature comforts, which would be your, the main thing would be your HVAC or your heating and air conditioning. Now, I will tell you this: as a seller, you've lived with a particular product for so long, your heating and air that, hey, it works, it's great, doesn't really matter to you. But with all the information that's out there nowadays, buyers come in and they look at these things and they go, oh gosh, is this going to be a problem down the road? How am I going to deal with this? Obviously, that's what the inspections are for. But let me tell you this: if by chance you go in and your furnace is green in color, they haven't made furnaces like that probably for 20 or 30 years. So that might be something that would be a bit of a concern. Now, however, if you're a seller and it works, and I hope people don't replace me when I'm 50, 60 years old. I don't have much longer to go if that's the case. And for you older folks out there, you may or may not remember Logan's Run, but I digress. So anyway, going back to your HVAC system, a couple of things that you can do as a seller to ensure a buyer that they've got good bones within the house as far as the operations go, would be having that checked out prior to the listing of your property. So if you've got an older HVAC unit, you may want to have a licensed professional come in, check off on it that everything is running fine. If you find something in that inspection, chances are they're going to find it in the home inspection when the buyer goes to purchase it anyway, and it's something that you're going to have to deal with at that time. So again, a little bit of ounce of prevention. The other thing that we find that tends to work in the favor of the seller is go ahead and offer, again, if you've got older structures within your house, but they're working fine, as you know, you can go ahead and offer a home warranty to the buyer to entice them to say, hey, listen, everything seems to be working fine, but just in case you get in here in your first year, we want you to feel comfortable as a homeowner. So there are several different home warranty programs out there that you can choose from. And, again, it seems to be kind of a common topic amongst sellers and buyers with regards to negotiating that in. So, again, first and foremost is you want to make sure that the structure has good bones to it. And by good bones, what I'm really meaning is I'm meaning kind of the inner mechanical workings of it. So, again, we're looking at the bigger things with regards to the selling and the purchasing of a home. So does that make sense, JC? Kind of looking at a little bit of the bigger things there. And, again, most sellers don't want to sell a home with a defective equipment, but yet buyers have a concern that they're going to have a finance down the road.
Yeah, definitely. That makes
financial issue.
That makes tons of sense. When it comes to, though, like, for instance, say your bones are good already, or even you just don't have the money that's not maybe in your, your financial, your budget to take care of getting those fixed within the summertime. You really want to sell this summer. What are some smaller things you can do with your home that may, increase that value, make it more appealing for the summer?
Well, sure. And, again, as we look at it, a couple of things that, some people look at is they look at aging appliances. Now, with smaller amounts of money, things that could be replaced. And I know that when we talk appliances, if people think appliances, you think top of line, and in some cases you're talking $4,000 for a refrigerator. Well, I'm telling you, if I'm paying $4,000 for a refrigerator, I want it to have wheels, I want it to have a GPS, and I want it to take me on vacation. There's, you don't have to do those things, but you have to make sure that things are running correctly. Again, there are different service companies out there that can make sure that your appliances are running, correctly. If you've got that dishwasher that's been knocking or it's just sitting there, is it worth replacing? Is it worth offering a home warranty? Is it worth getting it serviced? Again, look at those things as people come in. And again, especially if you are in a particular situation where you're selling to a first-time home buyer that doesn't necessarily have a budget to repair those things once they get in the house. They're lucky to get into that house. Looking at maybe a small appliance package or something that you can offer with regards to an allowance if you've got the equity in your house. And again, these are all things that can be discussed with your agent or your realtor if you know one. I'm just saying, but realistically, again, look at some of the smaller things, because I've seen, smaller things can really deter buyers from making an offer. Now, on a seller's side point, when you have appliances, now this is specifically for the state of Kentucky that I know of, and I don't know if other states are like this, but when you sell a house, the contracts are all based on the physical property itself and anything that's attached to the property itself. And appliances are always sold in as-is condition. So, you can negotiate the refrigerator, the microwave, the built-in dishwasher. But if they're broken, they're as is. But again, most people don't want to sell a broken house to a new first-time home buyer. So most of that will be disclosed to you, so you know how to deal with it in your budget. But again, we're kind of thinking as we're stair-stepping down some of the bigger things to the smaller things. And again, just easy fixes and things that you can do to increase the value of your house, with regards to a sale, during the busy season. So again, really, if you're looking at the things that people like the most, and that's kitchen in your living space, most people need a functional kitchen. So I would concentrate on that. And again, there's other tips and tricks that we can do to help you out. Just feel free to ask that question. Yeah,
definitely. As far as like the interior of the house, you covered big picture, smaller appliances, kind of that realm of things. What's the last thing that comes to your mind, especially just taking advantage of the summer months where you can add some value to your home?
Well, yeah, absolutely. And JC, I think we talked about this on a previous vlog where we talked about curb appeal. And curb appeal this time of year really is everything, because you want people pulling up and you want people you want them to come in the house. You want the house to be inviting. So little things like keeping your grass trimmed, little things like, edging the sidewalk so the grass isn't growing over, fresh mulch. Do you need to spruce up a little bit of paint? Nothing major. But again, we did one previously. I'll make sure that the link is below. You can check that out. Again, I've got a checklist where you can go through, and if anybody's interested, just hit me up. I'll be happy to send that to you. But again, we kind of tiered that down. So we're looking at the bones of the property. Again, specifically, we're talking in this case the HVAC of the system. on how to get those things checked out and warranted potentially. Then we've got the kitchen where most of the people do their congregating, and which most people look for when they go to purchase a home. And then we have the exterior of the home where people want to be invited into the home. So you really need to make sure that looks good. And then the nice thing about doing exterior is it really doesn't cost you a lot of money. It's more elbow grease, and that'll give you the biggest bang on return on your buck. So again, if you keep those things in mind, as long as you kind of go through those systematically, you should be fine, and that could potentially help you increase the price of your home. Again, you don't want little things keeping your home from selling, but if you deal with them up front, the return on investment, and again, there's always a point where you put good money after bad. Ask your agent with regards to that, and I'd be happy to chat with you as well, or to come out to your property and tell you, hey, spend money on this, but don't spend money on that, because this is what we're seeing in the marketplace. So those are the things that you want to keep in mind when you are getting your house ready for sale. So does that seem to make sense, JC? Did we cover, kind of what we were looking for? Any other questions with regards to that?
No, I think especially with the last one, just maintaining your home never hurts anyway, right? Whether you're selling it or not. Everyone likes a nice looking home. So,
well, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it's a great place to entertain and, friends and family over. I mean, now's the time to use your house.
Exactly.
Or put it out there, so to speak. So, hey, listen, I really appreciate everybody dropping by. JC, appreciate your help as always. Again, here at Amped Realty, we're always happy to help, always happy to chat. Don't keep us a secret. That's what we're here for. And if we can ever be of assistance, just pick up the phone, give us a call, 502-220-4663 or 502-220-HOME, HOME. It's easy to remember, 220-HOME. Give us a call, and we're always happy to chat. So again, thanks for stopping by. If you got any questions, we look forward to speaking with you soon, and have a wonderful day. Take care.